Hi friends, my name is Chaitanya Pathki and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to analyze the Super 8 fixture which took place at the R. Premadasa Stadium in Colombo between Sri Lanka and New Zealand. And at one stage, actually, it looked that New Zealand were down and out from 83 for 4 to 84 for 6. But then again, the new guy, Colin, what is his name? McConchie, we have to get used to that name. I think he came in place of Jimmy Neesham and completely justified the fate of the management and the ever reliable the skipper leading from the front, Mitchell Santner, playing a captain's knock of 47 of just 26 deliveries with four massive sixes along with couple of boundaries, took New Zealand from a hopeless situation, that is 84 for 6 to 168, and Sri Lanka couldn't recover from that blow, and it was a comfortable victory for the Kiwis by 61 runs, which is a huge margin in T20 cricket. And almost now Sri Lanka and Pakistan, both of them have been eliminated, and England and New Zealand will qualify from the first group for the semi-final. The toss was won by Sri Lanka, and as expected, they chose to bowl first. Team Seifert got out pretty early, 8 of 9 deliveries with a solitary boundary. Chamira took his wicket with Kushal Mendis taking a simple catch. Finn Allen entertained for a while, 23 of 13 deliveries, 3 boundaries along with a 6. His wicket was taken by Mahesh Thikshana, who we know operates for CSK in the power play as well as the middle overs as well. Rachin Ravindra actually looked very good for a short period of time. He was at the crease, 32 of 22 deliveries. He also hit 3 boundaries along with a 6. Thikshana once again accounting for his dismissal with Hemanta taking the catch in the deep. Glenn Phillips struggled in this game, run a ball 18 with just a solitary boundary. He was put out of his misery by Dushmanta Shamira. Daryl Mitchell also had a rare failure in this game, 3 of 7 deliveries. He was cleaned up by the youngster Dunit Lage, who is, I think, Sri Lanka's one of the most promising talents, and we need to keep an eye on him for the future. Mark Chapman was cleaned up by Thikshana. He couldn't pick up the googly, 0 of 2 deliveries, and 84 for 3 to 84 for 6, as I mentioned at the start of my video. But then Mitchell Santner actually took responsibility for the first 3 overs. They assessed the pitch, they rotated the strike, and they maintained the balance of not playing the dot balls. That also helps. And after that, we know Mitchell Santner's hitting range. But McConchie's innings was a surprise as well. He scored 31 of 23 deliveries, 3 boundaries, and couple of massive sixes. He was not out. And Santner also played at a strike rate in excess of 180. His wicket was taken by Chamira in the end, with Asalanka taking simple catch in the deep, but by then the damage had already been done. Madhu Shankar, 3 overs, 34 runs, no wicket. He had a horror day. Velalage, 4 overs, 27 runs, 1 wicket. Thikshana was the star bowler for the Sri Lankans, 4 overs, 30 runs, 3 wickets. Chamira also took 3 wickets, but he was taken to the cleaners in the latter stages. Hemanta, 2 overs, 22 runs, no wicket. He was expensive as well. Neither could contain the runs nor could take the wickets. And Asalanka, I think, bowled pretty well. Was very unfortunate not to get a wicket. 3 overs, 16 runs, no wicket. Sri Lanka, I would not say that 169 is a daunting total, but the pitch at the Premadasa is very slow, and the dew factor rarely comes into play, which usually happens in India at night. So the 168 is like 190 or 195. And the very first ball, it was a ripper of a in swinger by Matt Henry, which completely shattered the hopes of the Sri Lankan team. He was cleaned up, and as we know that Pathum Nisanka is the backbone of the side, and that sent jitters around the dressing room, and there was no recovering for the Sri Lankans after that. Kusal Mendis, 11 of 22 deliveries with just a solitary boundary because he was virtually playing on one leg with an injury. He was put out of his misery by Rachin Ravindra with stumping done by Tim Seifert. Asalanka also disappointed. The whole World Cup he has disappointed, not played even a single innings of significance, and he must be very, very disappointed because along with Nisanka, he was one of the pillars of the Sri Lankan batting, and it has gone unfortunately haywire for the team. 5 of 9 deliveries with a solitary boundary. His wicket was taken by Matt Henry once again, with Daryl Mitchell taking the catch. Pawan Ratnaike, the hero of the game from Sri Lanka, also couldn't conjure up any magic. 10 of 18 deliveries. Rachin Ravindra once again, Team Seifert did the stumping, the same combination for the couple of dismissals. And Rachin Ravindra was rightfully adjudged the player of the match as well. 32 of 22 deliveries as well as taking 4 wickets. Kamindu Menzies tried some resistance, but it was not going to work anyway. 31 of 23 with 4 boundaries. Santner taking the wicket with Glenn Phillips taking the catch in the deep. Dasun Shanaka once again disappointed. And what a clownery statement he gave after the match. That he's saying that due to the over excessive reaction by the fans, he's intervening the government. He's requesting the government to intervene. That the fan backlash is too much. So what does he expect? Whenever the team loses, the fans have every right to vent their anger, and you cannot escape accountability or responsibility for that matter. Because if Shanaka was not the captain, I'm telling bluntly, he wouldn't have even made the 15 of the squad. So the Sri Lankan cricket board keeps playing the musical chairs. They switch captain according to their convenience, just like the Pakistan cricket board. Whenever the government changes, they do some changes in the cricket administration, which is detrimental in the longer run. And unfortunately, they are learning this the very hard way. So Shanaka's wicket was taken by Rachin Ravindra once again. Finn Allen taking a simple catch in the deep. Hemanta 3 of 6 deliveries. Rachin Ravindra's fourth dismissal, and Daryl Mitchell taking the catch, his second of the night. Vella tried to put some resistance like Camindo Mendes, but it was too little too late. 29 of 23 deliveries, couple of boundaries with a 6. And yeah, Chamira was not out on 7 of 12 deliveries, and Thiksana was not out 1 of 1 delivery. 7 extras were considered by the Kiwi bowlers. Matt Henry 2 overs, 1 maiden, 3 runs, 2 wicket. Absolutely brilliant spell. And as I said few moments ago, that the first delivery itself, the start was extremely good for New Zealand, and writing was on the wall for Sri Lanka then and there. McConchy 3 overs, 20 runs, no wicket. Bowled a good off spin. Mitchell Santner 4 overs, 19 run, 1 wicket. He completely choked out the Sri Lankan batting in the middle over. Lockie Ferguson 1 over, 2 runs, no wickets. East Sodi also couple of overs, 13 runs, no wicket. Rachin Ravindra was pick up the bowlers, 4 overs, 27 runs, 4 wicket. At one juncture that he looked that he will be the first Kiwi bowler to take a 5 wickets in a T20 international, but unfortunately that wasn't to be. And Glenn Phillips took a solitary wicket by giving away 21 runs in 4 overs. So you look at one thing from an Indian perspective. If New Zealand faces India in the semi-final, how many options that New Zealand have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 options that can bowl, and that can bowl pretty well. So their bowling depth is extremely good, and we must keep an eye on it. New Zealand are just like dark horse in every tournament. Nobody expects them to make it even to the semi-finals, but time and again they have been making the semis as well as the finals. So they have the tendency to punch above their weight, and they did exactly that. 61 runs win, and almost for sure that New Zealand has qualified for the semi-final. So how did you like my analysis of this game? Please tell me in the comment section below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Press the bell icon for further notifications. We'll meet in the next video. Till then, everyone, bye.